It's funny because I was working at Central School of Speech and Drama and I had a coach. I mean, you and I both know the power of coaching. And my coach said, if you want to step out of the shadow of this drama school, you should write a book. Seemed utterly terrifying. And so she said, and if you want to write a book, you want to talk to actors. And she said, because you work at Central, you can get to some really top actors. So I started writing to actors because I thought I want to, as you say, model confidence. And A-list actors know about finding confidence. And she said to me, "Don't just write to, someone on EastEnders, you need to write to the A-list." And she gave me the most useful advice that I have taught to leaders all over the world since, which is if you want to get to someone, Google the 3 things that they talk about that are most valuable to them, their deepest values, and find out how they correlate with yours. And when you get to the center of that Venn diagram, put those 3 values in the first line of the email, because why would we say no to something that speaks to our deepest values? In the first week, I had Helen Mirren, Kate Blanchett, and Kate Winslet. And then, of course, you can write to agents and you can write to other actors. So I wrote to literary agents and said, I have these 3 actors. And she said, don't write to any old agent, write to the top agents. So I wrote a letter to Johnny Geller at the time, who now runs Curtis Brown. And I knew that he had been an actor. So there was some intelligence there in terms of this project might interest him. He comes back same day. I like the sound of this, come in. So it was in some ways incredibly fast, but the lesson in it was if you speak to people's deepest values and you are congruent about how they mesh with yours, why would anybody say no? And that lesson has kind of been with me ever since. And it led to Gravitas and then Find Your Voice. But none of it would have happened without that really elegant piece of coaching.
And I suppose to anybody trying to decode that, it's a little bit the what's in it for me. You once you get to the values level with people, it tends to resonate, and they really see how you would connect well with them, right?
The why of who they are rather than the what this project is about.
Yeah. Too often people promote themselves to try and build. I suppose they're trying to build credibility, but as you say, often you want to first connect before you try to build credibility. You found that magic formula, so I'm going to take a note of that.